Hello, I'm Michelle Marcus. Thank you for joining me for this gentle yoga practice. It is appropriate for all levels, even those with no previous yoga experience. I will offer some modifications, but it is important that you listen to your body and only do those poses that feel comfortable to you. Begin in a comfortable seated position on the floor. The beginning portion of this yoga sequence can be modified and done seated in a chair. Once seated, sit up straight, reaching the crown of your head towards the sky, and take 3 deep breaths. Bring your attention and focus to the present moment. During the guided meditation, you identified one wish for yourself and for your family for the upcoming year. Please take a moment to identify a word or two that embodies that wish. Please hold that wish at your heart center. Inhale and reach your arms up to the sky and offer your wish to God. As you exhale, reach your arms out, palms down, extending your arms toward the earth. And then bring your hands to meet in front of your body. Inhaling, and again reaching your arms up to the sky. Exhale, reach your arms out and down. Bring your hands to meet in front of your pelvis, palms touching. As you inhale, reach your fingertips toward the sky. And as you exhale, reach your arms out and down, resting your hands on your knees. We're going to do a series of seated cat-cow stretches for the spine. On an inhalation, press your palms into your knees as you lift your chest up toward the sky, creating a gentle extension in the spine. Continue to breathe as you soften your shoulders down, and if it's comfortable, lift the chin slightly, keeping length along the back of the neck. As you exhale, move into cat pose with your arms straight, hands holding your knees. Tuck your pelvis under as you curl your spine back. Round your spine from the lower, middle, and finally upper back, dropping your chin towards your chest. With your hands on your knees, arms straight, feel the stretch along the back body and use your breath to release any tension held in your shoulders. On your next inhalation, start to uncurl the spine, first lifting the chin, followed by the chest. Using the traction created in your arms to bring the body upright, then into full spinal extension. As you exhale, tuck the pelvis and curl the spine, starting with the low back, moving through the middle, and finally coming fully into cat pose as you drop your chin towards your chest. Continue to breathe as you soften the muscles of the middle and upper back. Inhale and move into cow pose, lifting the chin and upper chest toward the sky, creating extension in the upper, then middle, and lower spine. continuing to breathe, staying in the present moment. One last time, exhale as you round through the spine. On your next inhalation, lift up, coming back to a neutral seated posture. Straighten your arms at your side, fingertips touching the floor. Press into your right fingertips, and on an inhalation, lift your left arm toward the sky, creating length along the left side body. Reach through the fingertips, creating length through the side body, and on an exhalation, take a gentle side bend toward the right. Inhaling, coming back to center. Again, reach up through the fingertips to create length in the upper body. And as you exhale, take a gentle side bend toward the right. Drop the left shoulder down away from your ear. Gaze at your extended palm or toward the floor. Listen to your body. This is your yoga practice. On your next exhalation, reach your fingertips up and out to the side, releasing your arm gently down, resting your fingertips beside you. Then on an inhalation, reach your right arm up down, fingertips reaching toward the sky. Drop the right shoulder down away from your ear, and on your next exhalation, take a gentle side bend toward the left. Continue to breathe in fully and feel the opening along the right side of the body. Inhaling, coming back to center, again reaching up through the fingertips, creating length in the spine. Exhale and bend toward the left. Drop your right hip down toward the floor, reaching through the fingertips. And as you inhale, reach up through the palm, extending your arm out and down to your side. We're now going to move into a seated twist. Inhale and reach your left arm up, spine long. And as you exhale, release the left hand to your right knee. And then walk your right fingertips around behind you, somewhat behind the base of the spine. As you inhale, reach up through the crown of your head, creating length and space along the spinal column. Exhale and feel the effects of the twist on the muscles which support your spine. You can keep your chin in alignment with the center of your chest, or you can deepen the twist by looking over your right shoulder. Inhale and release the twist, coming back to center, fingertips on the floor in front of you. We're going to gently walk your hands forward to release the low back. Then walk your hands back as you return to a seated position. Inhaling, raise your right arm up toward the sky, creating length in the spine and stretch along the right side of the body. As you exhale, release the right hand down to the left knee as you come into a gentle twist toward the left. Walk your left fingertips behind you close to the spine. Drop both shoulders down away from your ears. Inhale, reach up through the crown of the head, creating length in the spine. And as you exhale, you can choose to remain where you are or to move deeper into the twist. Continue to breathe. Inhaling, slowly unwind the twist, releasing your arms to your side. Walk your hands forward, coming to hands and knees. If you've been on a chair and are comfortable, come down to the floor. On hands and knees, look down to make sure that your palms are directly underneath your shoulders and that your knees are below your hips. Toes pointed back, back flat. We're going to do a movement that takes you through extended child pose. Inhale, extend the spine, gently lifting your chin forward, arching the back gently, coming into a gentle cow position. As you exhale, round your spine, starting with the low back first, rolling up through the middle and upper spine like a cat as you sit back into extended child's pose. Arms strong and lifted, palms open and active on the floor. Inhale, lift up through the chin and upper back first as you slowly move back to a hands and knees position. Coming into cow. As you exhale, round through the low back, middle back, and upper back as you sit back into extended child's pose. Holding here, breathing into the low back, feeling the stretch. Inhaling now, lifting up through the upper spine first, only lifting the hips up. Once you're looking forward, coming back into the neutral position. And one last time, rounding through the lower spine, middle spine, upper, as you sit your hips back towards your heels. Coming again into extended child's pose. Coming back up to neutral and preparing for down dog. Tuck your toes underneath you and gently lift your knees off the floor. Press through the palms of the hands, pressing your hips back. Keep your knees bent. Begin to feel the upper body. Find movement in the pose. Press through the base of each of the fingers and strongly into the palm of the hands, extending the spine long behind you. Feel free to come down to your knees if you need. Begin to pedal out your feet, bending the knee, straightening the other. Begin to awaken the hamstrings. Then, keeping the knees bent or straight if that's comfortable, slowly looking forward, walk your feet up to meet your hands and hang in a forward fold. You can keep your hands pressed on the floor with your knees bent. You can also press your elbows or your hands above your knees to support your body. Or you can clasp opposite elbows and hang in ragdoll and experience the traction on the spine as you allow gravity to pull your head toward the floor. These poses aren't static, they're dynamic, so listen to your body and move. Feel the stretch. Do little micro movements that feel good, that help your body open up. We're going to make our way to standing, so listen to your body. You can put your hands on your thighs and slowly roll up, coming up to standing. Arms at your side. Bring your feet hips width parallel to one another and stand in mountain pose. Take a moment to notice the sensations in your body. Bring to mind the wish that you had created during your meditation for the Jewish community. Once you've identified this wish, come up with a word or statement that embodies what you're wishing for the Jewish community for the upcoming year. Again, bring your palms to your heart center and hold that wish at your heart. As you inhale, reach your arms up, offering up this wish to God. And as you exhale, open your arms out to the side. Arms circle around, again, palms meeting in front of your body, reaching up through the center of the body, past the heart center, up toward the sky, surrendering and offering your wish for the Jewish community to God. Exhaling, opening, bringing the arms down, fingers reaching, arms straight. Bringing the palms to meet again, the lower spine in front of the body. Bringing them up through the heart center, up toward the sky. And here, stay in this extended position. Open your palms about 12 inches from one another. Feel the long stretch on your body. And then release your arms down, hands to your hips. We're going to move into a standing sequence. We're going to step our right foot back to prepare for Warrior One. Do this in whatever way is safe and comfortable and works within your balance and flexibility. As you step your right leg back, you'll want to bend your left knee so that the knee stays directly above your left ankle. As you look down, make sure that you can see your left big toe on the inside of your knee. As you straighten your right leg, press through the outer part of your foot and anchor into the heel of that right foot. foot. With your shoulders and hips facing towards the left leg, slowly reach your arms up overhead. Drop your shoulders away from your ears and breathe. Open your arms now to Warrior Two. Turn your body now to face toward the right, palms facing down, arms extended parallel to the floor, fingertips reaching forward on the left arm, back on the right, spine upright, reaching through the crown of the head. Again, check to see that you can see your left toe on the inside of your left knee. And then as you exhale, let's move into reverse warrior. Right palm to your right leg. Turn your left palm toward the sky and reach it up over your head, reaching through the fingertips. Look up toward the left fingertips, feeling the stretch now along the left side body. And as you exhale, bend a little deeper into your left knee. Exhaling, releasing the left hand to your hip, right hand to your hip. Straighten your legs and turn your feet parallel. If you reach your arms out to the side, your feet should fall just about underneath your wrists, perhaps a little closer together. Let's move into a forward fold. Have a slight bend in your knees as you bend forward from your hips, keeping the spine straight. Release your hands to the floor. If this isn't possible, you can get a chair and release your hands or your elbows to the chair in front of you. Keep the spine long and reach through the crown of your head. At the same time, reach your hips back behind you. Feel equal weight on your heels. Then on your next exhalation, drop your head down, rolling your body, your spine forward. Feel free to keep a gentle bend in the knees as you feel your hamstrings open and release. Again, move your body, bend and straighten the legs. Be compassionate and loving as your body opens up. And as you're ready, bring your hands either to your thighs or to your hips, back straight, come back up to standing. We'll repeat the warrior sequence on the right side. Turn your right toes out, parallel to the mat. Shift your left heel back, and you might want to move it a little bit more towards the left part of your mat so that your feet are a little wide apart so that you have a wider base of stability. Bend your right knee so the knee is directly above your right ankle. Press through the outer left foot and anchor your heel into the floor. Hips and chest facing forward. On an inhalation, reach your arms up toward the sky, palms facing one another. You can look forward or up towards your fingertips. Listen to your neck, your cervical spine. Honor where you are. As you exhale, let's move into Warrior Two. Open your arms, open your hips, arms extending, right forward, left back. Extend through the fingertips. Open up your chest and gaze over your right fingertips. Spine long. Check to see that you can see your left toe on the inside of your right knee. And next exhalation, drop your left palm to your back leg. Turn your right palm toward the ceiling. Reach up, fingertips towards the sky, and lean back. Opening up the right side body. Exhaling, going a little deeper into the right knee, bending a little deeper. Exhaling, straighten your right leg, hands to your hips. Very carefully and gently step to the front of your mat, left leg meeting your right. Take a moment here to just feel the effects of that standing sequence. We're now going to move to a seated and then to a lying posture. Feel free to make your way comfortably down or move through a squat. If you choose to squat, bring your feet, toes out slightly, mat width apart. Slowly bend the knees, bringing the elbows to the inside of the knees, palms touching. Take a moment here to savor this stretch, feeling the inner thighs open, feeling the low back stretch as the hips and pelvis drop down toward the floor. You can drop your chin towards your chest and feel a stretch go along the entire length of the spine. And as you're ready, put your hands behind you and sit down, coming to lying on your mat, legs bent. We're moving into bridge pose. So have your feet hip width apart, knees bent, arms extended at your side. Your fingertips will touch your heels. On an inhalation, you're going to slowly lift your hips toward the sky, starting with the low back, low spine. So curling up from the floor, reaching middle back, finally lifting up toward the shoulders. Weight distributed now in the upper part of the back, pressing strongly through the feet. And as you exhale, we're going to roll down one vertebra at a time, starting with the upper back, moving slowly with the breath. Upper back, middle back, lower, until finally your pelvis settles into the floor. And again, inhaling, curling the lowest part of your back and pelvis off the floor. and lifting up one vertebra at a time until your hips are lifted up toward the sky, feet strongly anchored in the floor. Breathing into the chest, keeping your neck on the floor, long, eyes gazing toward the ceiling. Exhaling, releasing one vertebra at a time, starting from the upper back, middle back, finally lower and pelvis. And one last time, lifting up through the hips, lower, middle, and upper back. And you can choose to stay here, or you can clasp your hands, palms facing one another, underneath your body, rolling your shoulders underneath you, keeping the knees parallel to one another, hip width apart. Feel the stretch on your shoulders and chest. Feel the strength in your legs. And breathe. If you've clasped your hands, you can release them, placing the palms back on the floor. Very slowly roll down one vertebra at a time, starting at the upper back and working your way down to the pelvis. Release your back with a happy baby pose. So lift your legs up off the floor and clasp the bottoms of your feet, the knees coming down towards the side body, your shins perpendicular to the floor. Rock gently side to side on your low back, giving yourself a little massage. Arms straight, pulling down, feeling the stretch, the inner thighs as you massage your back. Then dropping the feet back to the floor, knees bent, hips down, feet hip width apart. Bring your arms out to the side in a T, palms facing up or down. We're going to windshield wiper the legs. So keeping your feet firmly on the floor, drop your knees to the right. You'll roll onto the sides of your feet and feel a stretch along the left side of the body as you drop your knees to the right. Inhaling, coming through center, drop the knees to the left. Feeling the stretch along the right side of the body, right outer hip. Inhaling, coming back through center, dropping the knees to the right. Continuing with full breaths, inhaling back to center, exhaling, dropping to the left. And one last time, inhaling through center, dropping to the right, knees down on the floor, head neutral, looking toward the ceiling, inhaling back to center, and exhaling, knees to the left. Lifting your knees back to neutral and preparing for final relaxation. Feel free to get a blanket or a sweater that's comfortable. Extend your legs out long on the mat. Have your legs as wide as comfortable. Mat width is often comfortable for many people. Arms to your side, palms facing up, neck long, eyes closed. Recall again the wish that you had for yourself and for your family. Recall the word that embodies that and bring it into your heart center. Then recall the wish that you had for the Jewish community. For the Jewish community both in Rochester, in the United States, and around the globe. What was the wish? What was the word that embodied what you want to give and wish for the Jewish community? Hold that in your heart as well. And finally, what is the wish that you had for our global community, for all the people and the sentient beings who walk this earth? What is your wish for them for this upcoming year? Hold that in your heart center. And breathe in the light of God to animate, bring to life these wishes. And then as you exhale, release them out into the world. Give them up to God. Take a moment to feel grateful for the blessings in your life, for the mysterious ways that God works in your own life and in the lives of those you love. Then surrender into final relaxation pose and enjoy a minute or two of silence. Begin to deepen your inhalation and lengthen your exhalation. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. You can roll your wrists and your ankles. Keeping your eyes closed, reach up through the fingertips, stretching your body from fingers to toes. Then bringing the arms back down, bending your knees. knees, putting your feet on the floor. Roll your body onto your right side into a fetal position. Then pressing into your left hand, keeping your neck relaxed, allowing your head to be the last thing to lift up. Press into your hand and come up to a seated position. Bring your hands together at your heart center and open your eyes. Take a moment to feel a sense of gratitude for this gift that you just gave yourself, this time spent in your body, connecting mind, body, and spirit. Shana Tova.